Hey guys, Tony here from XLA.com. Today I'm at my local park to give you guys a flight review on the new Walkera Master CP. So first off, you guys are wondering what's so special about the Master CP. Well, the Master CP is Walkera's 200 size helicopter, and CP stands for collective pitch. And what collective pitch means is this helicopter is able to fly inverted, which is good for beginners, or actually beginners who's stepping up from a 4-channel to a 6-channel helicopter. Now, the reason why the Master CP, in my opinion, is a good platform for learning how to do flips and rolls is because this Master CP it's all plastic, so there is no metal. And you guys are, a lot of guys are probably wondering, plastic? Why plastic and not metal? Well, this is Walkera's newest compound, so they're using a different compound with their plastic now. It's more of like a composite field or a composite fiber with the plastic, so it's a lot more durable, a lot more rigid. And most important thing is when you're learning how to fly 3D or inverted and doing rolls and flips and stuff like that is because plastic keeps the cost down for everybody. You get very strong, durable plastic blades. You get plastic canopy, a one piece, so it's very, very durable. You can crash it multiple times, squeeze it, and it's not gonna break. You get a brush motor with the Walkera's receiver and brushed ESC built in. Now, Walkera's receiver is a 6-axis gyro system, so it's a FLYBARLESS system, and Walkera's kind of fancy with the 6-axis stuff, but to keep it short, 6-axis, or what it does is when you're flying and doing flips, you let go of the sticks, it's gonna wanna level itself out, which is good for you guys who's learning how to do flips, because if you lose it, it's gonna have that tendency to kind of self-level level out a little bit, which makes it a little bit easier and just a lot funner when you're learning how to fly. You get very thick main gear. You can see the pitch here that Walkera uses is a very thick pitch, so it's not the fine pitch, and it will not strip as easy as the finer pitch that they use on the older models. You get plastic frame with the same special compound for the plastic. You get 3 cyclic servos to control the swash movement, plastic tail fin, and now most important, one thing I did notice, one of the key features of this helicopter is the gear drive system. So you can see Walkera still uses a motor for the tail setup. Now this makes everything a lot easier to work with, and you can see the pitch on the gears right here. It's actually thicker. It's a larger pitch. Or what I mean by larger pitch is you can see the teeth, they're bigger, you know, they're wider apart. And this just makes this tail setup a lot more durable, because when you're flying off of grass, you guys can see over here, you're flying off of grass, you know, sometimes when you're taking off or coming for a landing, the tail hits the grass, you strip out a gear. That's the, you know, that problem is the past now with the new thicker gears. Now, one more key feature, look at this, the tail blade is actually very durable. You know, I can flex it, and this is Walkera's new compound for their rotor blades, and also for the tail blades. It's very flexible, so if you do happen to hit, you know, come tail first, somehow hit a rock, pebble, or a stick, it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna break off the tail blade, so that's a very, very good thing. So the package that the Master CP comes with, it's available in the plug and play if you already have your own Devo transmitter. It's also available in the ready to fly, which comes with the Devo 7 transmitter. Now, one thing that I noticed with all Walkeras is their 3D or collective pitch model. Let me turn it on. So what Walkera likes to do is when you're in normal mode, you're hovering right about mid-stick, which in my opinion, I want mid-stick to be 0. Very easy to do. So you go enter, you go over to function, you go down over here to pitch curve, which would be right about here. You see pitch, PTC, RV, which is pitch curve. Enter, servo hold yes, always a safety. So right now, normal mode. You go down to the point, and you go to the M, which stands for mid-stick, midpoint, and you go down right here. Instead of at 20, just bring it down to 0%. And that will give you 0 pitch at mid-stick. This is one thing that all beginners and all guys who's learning how to set up your transmitter and doing 3D is you want 0 pitch to be right here. Now, let me show you guys idle up or stump mode, which is the switch up here, stump mode 1 and 2. Walkera already has a pre-program for you, and you wouldn't have to worry about changing the mid-stick because Walkera already have it at 0% for you guys. So just to make things a lot easier, make normal, idle up 1 and 2 at 0 pitch at mid-stick, and it just makes it a lot easier. And one thing that, you know, you're just wondering, why am I talking about this? Why am I showing you guys? Is because if you don't do it, when you switch from normal mode to idle up, your helicopter is gonna drop. So let me put it back. Nah, I'll just leave it, and then, you know, leave it at 0 pitch, guys, 0 pitch. All right, let me plug in the transmitter and fly it for you guys. Make sure it's level for a few seconds while it's binding. This allows the gyros to calibrate and make sure everything's nice and level. So once you hear that beep, you're good to go. Do a quick pre-flight check. Move the right side. If you're on mode 2, move the cyclics Make sure the servos work, and now we're good to go. This is the first flight with this helicopter. I haven't flown this helicopter before. Out the box, I'll do is just charge the battery. So let's give you guys an idea of what to expect when you're flying it. So spooling on up. See, much better. Zero stick on the collective is zero pitch. Now let's take it up. Go for a nice hover. Very stable. So you can give you guys a demonstration of the 6-axis system. So you can see when you let go, it will not fly itself, guys. So do not expect this thing to fly itself, but it does make it easier and stable. You can see I'm rocking it, and it's locked in. Good for learning how to do nose in. Do some slow circuits. The red on the nose just makes it a lot easier to see. Very nice touch. Do some left circuits. Got a little nice breeze today, but the wind doesn't affect the Master CP too much. See, still nice and stable. All right, so you guys are probably getting bored of just seeing this thing fly around doing circuits. Let's put it into stunt mode. You can see. Basic flips, front flips. You can do back flips. You can do rolls. Come into a tick-tock. Woo, came a little close to the fence there. Sorry, guys. The tail is very, very responsive. It holds pretty good, so you can see I'm punching out there. The tail does kind of spin out a little bit, but don't worry, that's normal with all tail or fixed pitch tail setup right there. You can see it's very easy to fly. And the power is actually really good with the stock brush motor. Now, one tip for you guys is when you're first flying your model is to take it easy for the